Welcome to Kindred History, where we revive the stories of remarkable women who changed the world. In this episode, we journey to the South China Sea in the early 19th century, where one woman rose from obscurity to command the largest pirate fleet in history. Her name was Ching Shih. Ching Shih was born around 1775 in Guangdong province, near the bustling port city of Canton. She was born Shi Yang, later known as Zheng Yi Sao, meaning wife of Zheng Yi, and is remembered in Western accounts as Ching Shih. Very little is recorded about her early life, but most historical accounts suggest she worked in a floating brothel that served sailors and merchants along the Pearl River. It was here, among traders, smugglers, and sea captains, that she learned the language of power. She listened. She observed. She understood how wealth moved, how alliances formed, and how fear shaped decisions. In 1801, she married Zheng Yi, a powerful pirate commander who led a confederation known as the Red Flag Fleet. This marriage was not a simple romantic union. It was a strategic alliance. From the moment she stepped onto his flagship, Ching Shih was not merely a wife. She was a partner in command. In 1807, Zheng Yi died suddenly during a storm off the coast of Vietnam. His death could have shattered the pirate confederation. Instead, it marked the beginning of Ching Shih's true ascent. The fleet consisted of hundreds of ships and tens of thousands of pirates. Rival captains could easily have seized control, yet Ching Shih moved swiftly. She secured the loyalty of her late husband's adopted son and protégé, Zhang Bao, and forged a powerful alliance with him. Through negotiation, intimidation, and political intelligence, she consolidated command over the Red Flag Fleet. Within months, she stood at the head of an armada of approximately 300 large junks and hundreds of smaller vessels, commanding as many as 70,000 to 80,000 pirates. No woman in recorded maritime history had ever held such power. She implemented a strict code of laws. Loot had to be registered and distributed according to a fixed system. Anyone who stole from the common treasury faced execution. Prisoners could not be harmed without permission. Women taken captive were to be treated with protection. Assault was punishable by death. Desertion resulted in ears being cut off. Repeated offences meant execution. Her authority was absolute. But it was also structured. She transformed piracy from scattered raiding into a disciplined maritime enterprise. Under her leadership, the Red Flag Fleet dominated the South China Sea. Coastal villages paid protection money. Merchant ships surrendered without resistance. Even imperial trade routes fell under her shadow. The Qing dynasty could not ignore her growing power. Imperial naval forces were dispatched to suppress the pirates. They failed. Ching Shih defeated multiple Chinese naval squadrons. She captured ships, absorbed crews into her fleet, and expanded her reach. The Portuguese navy attempted to intervene from Macau. They too struggled to contain her. Even British forces operating in Asian waters found her fleet formidable. At her height, Ching Shih controlled shipping lanes across vast stretches of the South China Sea. She effectively created a floating kingdom, independent of any emperor. Her alliance with Zhang Bao deepened over time. Though originally her adopted son through her marriage, historical accounts indicate they later married after Zheng Yi's death. Together, they formed a strategic partnership. Zhang Bao commanded loyalty among the captains, while Ching Shih governed the structure of the confederation. Their combined authority stabilized the fleet and prevented fragmentation. This was not piracy driven by impulse. It was governance shaped by calculation. By 1810, the Qing government recognized a painful truth. They could not defeat her by force, so they changed strategy. An offer of amnesty was proposed. Many pirate leaders in history met violent ends. Ching Shih did not. In a move that stunned officials, she personally led a delegation into Canton to negotiate surrender terms. She demanded full amnesty for herself and the majority of her fleet. She insisted that her pirates keep their plunder. She secured official positions for Jiang Bao within the Qing Navy. Most remarkably, she ensured that she would face no punishment. The empire agreed. In 1810, Ching Shih formally surrendered, with her fleet intact, her wealth preserved, and her authority recognized. She retired not in chains, but in security. Following her retirement, Ching Shih moved back to Guangdong province. She reportedly operated a gambling house and lived comfortably from the fortune she had amassed. Unlike many pirate legends whose lives end in execution or obscurity, she died peacefully in 1844 at approximately 69 years of age. She had defeated the Qing Navy, she had resisted European intervention, and she had negotiated her own terms of exit from history. Ching Shih's story complicates easy narratives of heroism or villainy. She commanded violence. She enforced brutal discipline. Yet she also demonstrated extraordinary strategic intelligence in a world dominated by men and empires. She rose from marginalized beginnings to control one of the largest pirate fleets ever assembled. She imposed law where others ruled by chaos. And she achieved what few warlords in history ever managed. She chose when her story would end. Long before her name appeared in global retellings, the waters of the South China Sea already knew her power. In Asian maritime history, she stood not as an exception, but as a force who redefined authority, command, and survival on her own terms. History does not always fit into comfortable frames. Ching Shih was neither saint nor simple outlaw. She was a strategist, a negotiator, a ruler of ships and storms. She did not inherit power, she constructed it. She did not beg empires for mercy, she forced them to negotiate. And when the tide turned, she stepped ashore on her own terms. Through salt and smoke her banners flew. Across red tides the empire knew. No crown she wore, yet fleets would bow. To iron will and measured vow, she ruled where storm and cannon roared, then walked away, unbroken, restored. And when the tide turned, she stepped ashore on her own terms. If Ching Shih's story challenged what you thought you knew about history, subscribe and share this video with others. Tell us where you are watching from and which forgotten figure we should awaken next. Join us as we awaken the past, one story at a time.